Have you ever imagined what would happen if all the ice on Earth suddenly melted? I'm talking about everything: the vast glaciers, the frozen Arctic and Antarctic, even the snowy peaks of the tallest mountains. It may sound like science fiction, but it's something scientists are seriously warning us about. Welcome to Factnology, where we explore the questions that shape our future, from science to technology, and everything in between. So if you're curious about the world and where it's headed, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll explore the shocking consequences of a world without ice, and why it's a scenario we need to take seriously. Let's start with the basics. About 10% of Earth's land surface is covered in ice. Most of that ice is locked away in Antarctica and Greenland, holding back trillions of tons of water. If all of it melted, sea levels would rise by around 70 meters, that's more than 230 feet. Now stop and think about what that means. Coastal cities, gone. New York, London, Shanghai, Tokyo, all submerged. Entire countries like the Netherlands and Bangladesh, wiped off the map. Over 1 billion people would be forced to leave their homes, triggering a refugee crisis unlike anything the world has ever seen. And we're not just talking about temporary flooding, we're talking about permanent loss of land, infrastructure, and livelihoods. But the impacts go far beyond rising seas. Melting that much ice would pour enormous amounts of fresh water into the oceans. This would disrupt marine ecosystems, harm ocean life, and even change the ocean's chemistry. Ocean currents, like the Gulf Stream, help regulate global temperatures. If they slow down or stop, and scientists say this could happen, we could see more unpredictable weather, failed monsoons, longer droughts, and more intense storms. This wouldn't just warm the planet, it could cause a complete collapse of climate systems. And here's a terrifying twist. Beneath some of this ancient ice lies methane gas, a greenhouse gas many times more powerful than carbon dioxide. If this methane is released as the ice melts, it would supercharge global warming, making the planet heat up even faster. This is what scientists call a feedback loop. More warming melts more ice. More melting releases more methane. More methane causes even more warming. And on it goes. What about wildlife? Species that depend on ice, like polar bears, penguins, and seals, would lose their homes. Warmer oceans would lead to bleached and dying coral reefs. Marine biodiversity would plummet. Entire food chains would collapse. And humans? We'd face food shortages, freshwater scarcity, rising disease outbreaks, and mass displacement. This wouldn't just affect people near the coast, everyone, everywhere would feel the impact. So here's the big question: can we stop this? The answer is yes, but we must act fast. If we switch to clean energy, reduce carbon emissions, protect forests, and rethink how we consume and waste resources, we can slow down the melting and avoid the worst outcomes. It won't be easy, but the alternative is a world that's unrecognizable, unstable, and unsafe. This isn't just a future prediction, we've seen warning signs before. Thousands of years ago, the last ice age ended, and sea levels rose by over 120 meters. Ancient coastlines were swallowed. Civilizations vanished without a trace. Today, satellite images are showing the same early warning signs: glaciers shrinking faster than ever, ice sheets breaking off unexpectedly, and Arctic summers almost ice-free. History is repeating, but this time, we're the cause, and we might not survive the consequences. Let's talk money. Entire industries rely on stable climates. Agriculture, fishing, tourism, insurance, even real estate. A melting world would send food prices soaring, destroy entire harvests, wipe out coastal economies, and cause trillions in damages. And it wouldn't just hit the poor, billion-dollar cities and financial hubs are also at risk. And what about our minds? Imagine living in a world where every season is unpredictable, where disaster warnings are constant, and where every child grows up in fear of losing their future. Climate anxiety is real, and it's already affecting millions. A melting Earth wouldn't just change our environment, it would change who we are, how we think, and how we live. But here's a powerful thought: if we caused this, we also have the power to stop it. This crisis could be our turning point, a wake-up call to redesign how we live. Imagine a world where cities run on clean energy, where forests are restored, oceans protected, and nature and humanity live in balance. So, what do you think? Is this a glimpse into our future, or a warning we still have time to act on? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if this video helped you understand the stakes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others.